Hey, how's it going? Today is day 78 of my 100-day inspiration challenge. And today I want to say that you are enough. And I know that we hear that a lot, or perhaps maybe you don't. But I hope that you can really take this in. So I have talked about that I'm an actress. And for years and years and years, I always thought acting was molding myself into the right version of a certain character. And it wasn't until trying to do this and hitting my head against the wall and feeling so frustrated that I finally realized that the greatest gift and the greatest thing that I can do as an actor is be myself and bring my unique self, my version of bring myself to the role, and that is what is going to make it special, and that is what is going to make it unique and different. I was trying so hard to make it right that I was totally dishonoring me and what I bring to the table. And I actually a couple times had people tell me, "You are enough." And the first time I took it in and I was like, yes, I am enough. And then the second time, it was actually a couple years later, and somebody told me, "You are enough." And I actually was mad. I was like, I know that I am enough. Like, you don't need to tell me that I'm enough. Somebody already told me that I'm enough, and I know I'm enough. But they were seeing that. They were seeing that I was trying to be something that I wasn't. And they were seeing that I was trying to fit into a mold or an expectation that I thought that I needed to be, when that is so far from the truth, because I have so much to offer just being who I am, just like you have so much to offer just being who you are and being honest and truthful with who you are. And I know that it is so hard with social media and everything right now to look to everyone else and to compare yourself to what everybody else is doing and feel like you need to be like everybody else or you need to do things a certain way. But that is so far from the truth. You don't need to do things a certain way. What you really need to do is do things your way. You need to shut off all of the noise, all of the distractions that are happening in the world, all of the different glances to everyone else, and look at yourself and go inward and connect with who you really are and ask yourself hard questions. One of the greatest things that I have done in my recent years is I have asked myself hard questions. And from asking those hard questions, I have found so much knowledge and information about who I am. And not just that, it led to a lot of healing, but it also led to a lot of confidence. I found that I have a voice, and I found that just the bare bones me, who I am, is enough, and who I am is amazing. And I'm not saying that I'm any greater than you, because who you are is special and who you are is amazing, and you don't have to try to be anyone other than yourself. You just have to connect with who you are. It seems like we want to control things. We want to be this certain version, this right version, and so we try and control it, and we fixate and we say, okay, I'm going to do this way. But that will take you so far away from where you want to go. That will lead you to living a life that you don't want. That will lead you to feeling unfulfilled. What you really need to do, instead of grasping on for control, is let go. You need to let go and just be who you are and learn about yourself so that you know what makes you happy, so that you know how you feel about different things, because you have a special point of view that only you have. You have so many different quirks and gifts within you. And if you try to be somebody that you're not, you're doing a disservice to yourself, because you're going to lead a life that is not congruent with who you are. It's never going to feel good because you're trying to be someone else. You have to be you. And I tell you, it feels so good to really honor and love who you are. And you also are able to help so many more people because you can share. You're connected to why God put you on this planet. and you can be a better version of yourself. You will be the best version of yourself if you truly get to know yourself, if you truly love yourself, and if you truly allow yourself to be who God created you to be, because He created us to all be different. We don't all have to be the same. We were meant to be different. How refreshing is that? And you are enough. And I don't just mean that in a fake way. We are all enough. And you know what? Maybe you have an idea or you want to do something a certain way that's different than the crowd, and maybe your way is better. Whatever is going on in your gut, in your intuition, that is your truth. And sometimes we are so disconnected to that because there is so much noise that we are listening to, whether it is TV, whether it is social media. Sometimes, as hard as it is, because this is so hard, it is so hard to disconnect because that's your comfort zone. It's easy to stay disengaged with who you are, but it doesn't feel good. You have something inside of you and you are numbing it. It doesn't feel good to numb it. So shut down the noise and get connected to who you are, and you will truly understand and believe that you are enough. When my friend told me that second time that I was enough, I was mad. I was like, I know I'm enough. But she saw that I was faking myself. She saw that I wasn't being the same version of myself. She loved me so much. She saw the beauty within me. And she saw that I needed to bring that beauty within me out into the world. I didn't love myself that way. I thought that I needed to be a certain way. But the truth is, you have beauty inside you that you need to bring out into the world. You are so enough. You are so valuable. You have so much to offer this world. Don't forget that, and don't get frustrated by that. Because if you can connect and love who God created you to be, your life will be so much more satisfactory. You will be so much more fulfilled. You will be walking in alignment. For the longest time, I always struggled with finding my purpose. And it was because I was living someone else's life. I wasn't living the life that I desired. I wasn't listening to my intuition. I was making choices that I thought I needed to make. And it got me to feeling stuck, to feeling lost, to feeling unmotivated, to feeling down on myself. And all it takes is trusting yourself. All it takes is connecting to who God created you to be and believing that you are worthy, and believing that you are enough, and believing that even if your way is different, your way is still freaking fantastic. And you are enough. You have so much to give to this world. Thank you so much for showing up with me tonight. If you would like to dive deeper, you can head over to my website, showuptogoup.com. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.